Alright, we've got the screen up. I think all I gotta do is get the mouse out of the way. It's like right in the middle. Hold on. Perfect. Alright, now I just need to get the TV remote as well, which I totally forgot about. Shuffling through the back here, it's not easy. I guess I'll just pick my language, which is English. Alright, so Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon. This is the first time I'm actually playing through the game, and I know very little about it other than it has co-op in it, but otherwise I am going to be having how did you get this game on emulator? I mean, I ended up getting all three games at the same time, both the original, or like the whole Legend of Spyro trilogy, I should say. I'm just running it off of PCSX2 or whatever. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Cool. So, I'm gonna hit the start button. I won't be playing this in co-op though. Story mode, chapter select. Okay, that's new. Bonus. What do we have here? Gallery. Okay. Complete the game. 100 out of 100 to unlock. Okay. Upgrade Cinder's poison to max level. Spyro's fire. Interesting. And see the credits. I can believe people like this game more than Mind of a Mutant the same year. Hey Spyro, doing good, man. How are you doing? Alright, so we're gonna do single player. I assume that Cinder is gonna be controlled by like will be just like a CPU player basically. Oh. Oh, you can skip cutscenes?
But sometimes fear clouds our vision.
I was hoping to put the subtitles on, but I guess I'll just put the volume up on my end. Did you heard Radical Entertainment developers returned? Yeah, I saw the logo just as the game was booting up. I saw Bink Video. That's a logo I haven't seen in forever. I'm doing good. Just got done making a video of Devil May Cry 5. Oh, okay. Devil May Cry 5. Nice. Still have to play through Devil May Cry 5. It's been a while since it came out. Well, no, actually, yeah, it's been 6 years or so. No, I'm thinking of Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, actually. So, of all of the Legend of Spyro games, this one is the longest from what I'm aware. And takes around 15 or so hours to beat. If they return, they should release, re-release Tag Team Racing Titans and Mutants Remastered. Well, that is if they do. It feels very unlikely that it's going to happen, though. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so at the end of the last game, they were completely trapped. And the world they're going to wake up to is going to be completely different. Right. Is exactly what the...
I can't. Get close to me now.
Huh. So I'm just taking this in for a moment. And I don't know if the jitteriness is from the game's cutscene or like the way it's animated. They announced that they are planning to remaster some of their old games on their website. Wait, really? As in Radical Entertainment. Hold on, let me have a quick look at this. Huh. This is news to me. Canadian video game developer based in Vancouver. Parent has always been Activision. They're still around.
Spyro, open your eyes. Get up.
Ah, yep. So they decided to reopen Radical Games and name it to New Radical Games.
I don't know. It's all a blur.
Yeah,
Hmm.
me too. My head's
What the heck happened to Spyro's face?
That's not your head. I hear it too.
What is that? Sparks! Is that you?
For once, I wish it was.
Hmm.
What are they doing?
Let's not stick around to find out.
Okay, it looks like they are looking to sort of remake some of those games, yeah. But whether or not that's possible is going to be quite difficult. If it's not licensed, of course.
This can't be good.
They created new art style to emphasize the darker approach. Yeah, I can see that. It looks very... Okay, this game looks very different. This is going to take a bit of getting used to, I think. Knock enemies in whole triangle. Yep, so controls very much the same. Now, enemies don't have individual health bars now, which is interesting. Whereas they used to before. I assume that the gauge in the middle is going to be the Fury bar and... L1 to block, yep. Oh, and we both have our own, like, combo hits or whatever. So the question is, they could start off, like, pretty new with, like, the story, for example. Like, as a example, like, they could just completely reboot the story, since now the world they currently exist in is very different from the world that they were in previously. Or rather, how much the world would have changed since then. Okay, movement. I can't charge, I guess. That's one thing. The darker style game that was never made was to follow in the footsteps of this art style. Interesting. Okay, but even more darker. Okay. Well, if you make things too dark, it'll be way too hard to see. As dumb of a joke as that might be, there is some credence to that, I would imagine. You know. I'll just put the volume down to the game a little bit. I'm just hoping that the, remove the staple, okay? Hit the golem's hand. I kind of figured that might be the case. Nope. I fell off. Well, double jumping is still a thing, okay? I'm getting used to the movement. Circle to grab, of course. Mm-hmm. Oh. I need to wait for him to attack and then he'll rest his hand here. This very much feels like God of War in some ways. More so than it ever has before, I would say. Large enemies, targeting parts of them, getting hits while dealing damage periodically throughout patterns of attacks. You can beat this game in like 10 hours, but to collect everything in the game is 20 hours. Interesting. Okay. I didn't... Yeah, we'll see how long the game is, because I've created like thumbnails up to like a part 5. And because I like, you know, stream 2 hours a week, I could imagine that like it would take me like maybe up to 5 streams to do it. But basically after this, what I'm hoping to do is play through Titans after this. Oh, it's still a cutscene, right. I probably should have I'll go no for that. Player stats, upgrades. Ooh. Upgrades, level bonus. Game slot. Oh, game stats. Ah, okay, I see. Player stats, objectives, There's no settings. I gotta wait until after the cutscene's finished, I guess. But yeah, the voice acting is pretty quiet. And that's supposed to be the new Hunter, from what I gather. What was your favorite Radical Crash game? Is it Tag, Team, Titans, or Mutants? My personal favorite would be Mutants. Tag Team is fun, but like eventually gets pretty boring pretty quickly. And I think that Mutants is a better version of Titans.
It's good to see you too. You okay?
And also the cutscenes of Mutants are absolutely incredibly well done. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Touching and everything, but shouldn't we be going? Unless you want to wait for that thing to climb back up. I hate to think what it might do to Sparks.
Who is he? I don't know. All he said was, "You're making too much noise."
I like him already.
Press X to double jump. Yeah, of course. Wait, hold on. Let me just go to options real quick and turn subtitles on, because why the hell not? But yeah, definitely Mutants. That's my personal favorite of the Radical Crash games. Nope, not jumping up there, I guess. Up here, got it. Oh my god, he's flying. Wait, what? He's flying? Spyro is flying. Am I missing something here?
Shaking a little, but not too bad. Thanks, Stacy.
I am relieved. I feared I might be too late. My name is Hunter.
Hunter, you've been tracking me.
For far too long already. When you didn't return to the temple, the Elder Dragon, Ignitus, sent me to find you. That was nearly
3 years.
Okay, 3 years. That's a good amount of time. Maybe not as long as I thought it was. They were gonna make it out to be, but sure. And I don't think Ignitus or the other Elder Dragons are around in that case, wouldn't they? Or at least I can't imagine that they would. I mean, would they cock it in 3 years? Probably not. Dragons can probably like live for hundreds, if not thousands of years, it feels like. Press L2 to switch between the two. Oh, okay, sweet. So I can switch between them. Alright. So what are we doing here? Just following Hunter, I guess. I'm not really able to control the camera, so that's something. Wait, I'm trying to grab him, not attack him, yeah. Alright. Also, I think I'm going to get Mad Max. Oh, the 2016 game? Oh, 2017. It was somewhere around there that Mad Max came out. Or maybe it was 2015. Oh my god. That makes me feel real old now. That something like that was nigh on 10 years ago. Crazy stuff though, Mad Max. I really need to play that game though.
Quiet. You'll give us away.
So I'm flying. I don't understand how the flying controls work, but sure. Okay, wait. So triple press X to fly. Press X while flying to flap your wings. Hold X to release and land. So flap to go up and hold X to go down. Yep, 2015. Wow, that really makes me old. You can switch Cinder when playing single player. Is this a PS3 or PS2 version? This is the PS2 version. I didn't realize there was actually a PS3 version. So that probably explains a lot as to why the game might not be running as great as it could be. Position your dragons in the purple light to save the game. Okay. Okay, so we have to save ourselves. That's fair enough. Saving data. Do not remove the memory card or reset / switch off the console. Yep. Save successful. Yay. All right, let's get moving. Don't worry, PS3, Xbox 360, Wii, and PS2 versions are all the same, unlike Tomb Raider Underworld, which were not. That reminds me, I gotta play the PS3 version of Tomb Raider Underworld at some point. I want to get the platinum for that game. I don't know why, I was just very interested in getting it. So this is the breath gauge right here that we're gonna be filling up.
Give us a moment to gather our strength.
You might want to stand back. This can get weird.
It is fascinating how your kind draws strength from these crystals. Dragons are truly remarkable.
Yeah, you say that now. Till one tries to kill you. And by one, I mean her.
I am aware of Cinder's business, but Ignitus trusts us. And that's good enough for me.
What happened to Sparks' voice as well? Someone else must be, someone else is voicing him. For sure, at least. So how is it that he doesn't have... Wait, so does he not have the powers anymore again? For a second time? It's crazy that Mind of a Mutant DS was developed in Japan by Toze. Yeah, no, I didn't know that either. I looked into that later on, and that was crazy to learn. Okay, so learning Cinder's abilities is cool, I guess. I wonder how different they're gonna be. That's what I'm wondering. R2 for the elemental attack, okay. Why are the cutscenes volume so low? I'm not too sure. Give me a second. Sound options. Maybe everything else is like really high. Hold on. The wind for Cinder is OP. Ooh. That's a good tip. Okay, I'll give that a try. How's the audio for the game at the moment? Like, is it alright? Like, not too loud or anything? Also, do we have, like, all of the breaths available to us right away, or do we learn them later on? Oh, no, we have access to them. What the heck? That's new. It's a little better. Okay. Because I don't want to make the, I don't want to make the, like, you know, game too loud to where you can't hear my voice. That's crazy. We have access to all of the, what's it called? Abilities at the beginning. That's nice. I like that. That's cool. Now, let's see how this goes. It looks like the breath can be upgraded further than the actual health. Does the health... Actually, no, Spyro's health gauge is higher, but Cinder's breath gauge is higher. So we can see a little bit of like balancing already happen between both characters. It almost feels like there's a more RPG-ness to the game rather than it being like a more platformy action game. But at the same time, the combat very much is reminiscent to God of War in a lot of different ways. So I do feel like there is a lot going on here, and I'm liking what I'm playing so far, at least. Hopefully it stays that way, because I wonder what kind of puzzles they're going to be. Is it really going to challenge my brain to be like, okay, I really need to figure this stuff out? Because keeping in mind that, like, if you play through, like, the original God of War games, you could probably beat them in under 7-8 hours, but they're still relatively good games, you know? Let's just recover health for everyone. Well, obviously, Spyro's health is good. It's just magic for everyone. Alright, so where are we going from here? We're going up the right.
These vines block our path. We must
Magic.
get through.
AKA breath ability. Most people these days see Spyro and Cinder reminds them of Tanjiro and Nezuko from Demon Slayer. I mean, is Spyro technically like a big brother to like Cinder being a little sister? Probably, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really seen anyone who said that so far, to be completely fair. I keep forgetting that I'm using circle to attack instead of square. I don't know why I did that. Adamantine orbs are heavy and limit your ability to fly. So this is going to be used for puzzle solving, I would imagine. Okay, so already we're up to like what I would be referring to as like the puzzle element of the game. So what's happening here? Okay, so there's a limited distance that Spyro and Cinder can be apart. Gotcha. Because I very much think about something like the way Catherine works, where you need to move with, like, if you're playing Catherine with a co-op partner, like, as far as the Tower of Babel goes, you need to keep you and your co-op partner together as best as possible. Some people can see inspiration because Tanjiro wants to protect her sister from the main villain to use her power. I mean, that's 100% true. I'm just not seeing that here with Cinder, at least. Because I feel like Cinder is more than able to defend herself. Nezuko less so, because she's obviously a demon who can't go into the sun, but now she's able to. But the main reason why the villain wants to go for the little sister is because she's the perfect specimen for him to take over. A demon that can actually be in the sunlight, so to speak. Which really makes a massive deal from a Demon Slayer perspective. And of course, depending on how Infinity Castle goes as well. Do we go? There we go. Made it. I wonder if I just smash some of the stuff up. I feel like smashing things equals good. Also saving up money for Resident Evil 9. Funny enough, I actually went to my local JB Hi-Fi to get a copy of Resident Evil 9. But the problem is that it wasn't there. Like, they weren't selling a physical copy of Resident Evil 9, the lenticular edition. They only had the Switch version for whatever reason available. So I'm like, oh, that sucks. And for some reason, Resident Evil 9 is more expensive for me in my area than like, or in my country than it normally would have been otherwise. So I'm just like wondering, what the heck is up with that? So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just wait for a sale and see how that goes. But yeah, it's unfortunate to see that like Resident Evil is costing me like $150 at the moment. It's a shame Spyro could not rescue Gol from his corruption from the Dark Master because he tapped into his Yang side. Yeah, I think it was a little too late by that point, I would argue. It's unfortunate that Gol couldn't have been saved, but would Gol have really helped out that much? Now that's another separate conversation altogether. My cost $70. Yeah, for me, normally, so if I buy it from the PlayStation Store, it's going to be $120. If I try and get a physical copy from like Mighty Ape or something, it's $150. So do I talk to Hunter or what? Do I stand on here? Nope. Not sure what I'm doing here, to be honest. Wait, am I not supposed to bring the Okay, this wind thing is bringing me up here. So of course I've got to be here, right? Huh. Alright. Let's try something a little bit different. You need a lab to open the door. A lab? I think Spyro really wanted to release the evil like Cinder, but he did not, knowing that the dark power actually killed him. That's true. I mean, the thing is that like Spyro did tap into that power, but oh, is it this thing that I probably dropped on the ground here, right? So it's this thing that I need. Lap. I assume it's this thing. Wait, so I'm gonna activate the switch. Yeah, so I ended up dropping it without realizing it. Thinking, oh, everything is okay, but yeah. So I ended up just, yeah, dropping it. Which is not what was supposed to happen. Well, I mean, it's good to see Sparks back, but he's voiced by someone different, so now he's basically a different person. All things considered. Because at the end, he felt bad what happened to Gol, because he was only a slave that was used for the Dark Master like Cinder was. And that's true. Like, I don't disagree with that statement at all. Of course, Spyro wanted to save Gol, but how, you know, like, how could he do that? Cinder, I think, got lucky, if I'm being honest. I think Cinder was strong enough to repel the dark influence of the Dark Master to some extent, and she was able to survive. Okay, so circle for climbing zones. Right, gotcha. This very much feels like the walls that are covered in bones and stuff that you would need to climb in any God of War game, for example. Pressing X to go up, but the wind is pushing me down. Okay, gotcha. So we'll climb up here. Maybe Spyro did not kill Cinder because he used the Yin version of the purple breath that releases evil, unlike the Yang. So there's different versions of the purple breath? Wait, why'd I fall? Possibly. I mean, the purple breath, like, will we have access to that here in the game? And if so, are we able to use it willingly? Because I feel like every time we've used the purple power, it's always been because of what's it called? Because it was the final boss. Yes, the purple breath becomes its own breath to unlock. Okay, cool. That makes a lot more sense, which I appreciate. But what is the purple breath called, I guess? There's got to be a name for it. And maybe that's what'll give away, like, what it means. So we're heading in this direction, I guess? I always think, what's the point in climbing if you can just fly? But I feel like you can fly, but you can't just fly, I guess. The purple breaths are either called light ether or dark ether. Light and dark ether. Interesting. Okay, so there are two versions of it then. The name just gives it away. Fascinating. Okay, okay, okay. See, like, I'm like now trying to like basically figure out like the sort of story implications and elements and things like that. Through like just the breaths alone, maybe. I'm trying to press R1 to charge, but I realized that it doesn't charge. It's interesting they brought back ladder climbing similar to Spyro 2. I actually don't think they brought back the ladder climbing in relation to Spyro 2. I think what's happened is that they're leaning in on, and I think I'm pretty confident in this. They basically wanted to make this game more like a God of War but type of game. Basically games like Dante's Inferno, the entire God of War Greek saga, games like that where all of them play very similarly to like a hack and slash action game with climbing, lack of control when it comes to the camera, and things like that. Collectibles, health and magic, and or whatever the big funky wombo attacks are, upgrades. Also, I keep forgetting to like fly. They remove charging in favor of dodge roll with the left analog stick. Oh, okay, wait, let me try this. Okay, I'm trying to dodge roll, but that didn't really work. Maybe they must have moved it to like L1 or something. Wah! I just completely jumped off. I didn't know you could jump to the sides, to be completely fair. But I think I just got impatient and just started hitting the circle button. I think you guard holding L1 and then with the... Oh yeah, okay, it's L1, not R1. Jump up here. Oh. Do I want to grab those crystals down there? That's the question. Or gems, rather. Break the crystals in favor of the gems. Can you dodge without pressing guard? Good question. Let me try that after I've done this platforming section. Can you... Let's see. Yes, you can. I can confirm that you can. See? You do need to press the guard button, but yeah, I am dodge rolling. Backwards, but it's still a dodge roll. Wait, so where do I go from here? I guess I go forwards? Oh, there's some stuff here. You've gathered enough experience, element menu, etc, etc. I guess I can't really go there in the moment. Let me go to elements real quick and see if I can upgrade something. Dragon, fire, ice, earth, lightning, and dragon fire again. Okay. Dodging is better than the previous guard in Eternal Night. Okay, interesting. I'll probably wait to increase and max out my flame first. Controlling the flying is really annoying though. I need to get up there. Cool, got it. Oh, also I didn't notice that there were vines right there as well. So yeah, that was a good mention. Wait, what? So when I jump up, I still need to press circle to grab onto the vine even though I've jumped. Which is really annoying, but hey, it is what it is. And there's QTEs as well, involving Big Monster. QTEs involving Big Monster. Yep.
What is that? I've never seen one like that before.
Spyro, be careful.
It isn't natural. That crystal radiates with dark magic. Destroy it quickly.
Ooh, this brings back the idea of the dark crystals from what's it called? Spyro Hero's Tale, yeah. That's what that reminded me of. I forgot I have to press circle. And then press circle to grab. That's annoying. Yeah. That's what I was like, oh yeah, I guess I do have to do that. Also I just noticed, yeah, there's vines here. Grab. And then jump to the right, grab. Why do people think Crash of the Titans was Radical's best of the 3 Crash games? I mean, they made it on every single bloody platform that exists in the entire world that Titans was on. Outside of that, I can't possibly imagine why. That being said though, where the heck is Cinder? Well, if nothing else, at least the AI isn't able to keep up with the platforming. Look for special elite enemies hidden through the game. There is one right behind you at the foot of the waterfall. Actually, that's a good point. I need to go down and grab... Is Crash Tag Team Racing your least favorite of the 3? I would say so, yes. I think Crash Tag Team Racing is certainly my least favorite of the 3. Also, you know what? I'm going to go down and see if I can take on the elite enemy, but also there's actually some more like XP that I can get as well. So I should probably grab that as well. Yeah, I think if I were to rank my the Crash games, of the 3 Crash games, I would say my least favorite is Tag Team Racing, Titans is in the middle, and Mutants is at the top. Grab that, and there'll be one more over here. Or how the heck am I gonna get up there? Actually, that's a good point. Can't seem to get up higher. Weird. Ooh, what's over here? Oh no, that's a handle. Never mind. Oh, so I'm following the path. Like, how do you feel about Abbott's? They removed falling down deaths. About falling down deaths? I'm not too worried about that, to be honest. Like, that I don't mind. I'm not too worried about that. Alright, so where is this elite enemy again? At the bottom of the waterfall? I don't see anything. Ah, here we go. Oh, I'm dead. I think they wanted to be more like Kingdom Hearts 1, where falling down does not kill you. True, true. Wait, hold on, elements. Do I still have the... Okay, I still have the XP. Wait, let me try that again, like the fight against the elite enemy. Oh, I can't block. Okay. Those are optional elite enemies where you must break their armor with the color of the element. Oh, okay. Maybe that's more of a... I should probably come back and maybe take them on later type of thing. Wait. Am I still... Oh, no, I still have to... Oh, what the heck? I thought I, like, leveled up my fire elements already, but I guess not. So you can only increase by like 100 each time. That's nuts. Anyway, venom, wind, venom. Wait, so poison, wind, fear, and shadow. Huh. I'm just gonna focus on poison for now, and I'll do wind after. Because I saw in like, you know, some stuff I can unlock in the menu if I max out these two breaths, fire and poison. So yeah, I figured I'd start somewhere. 25,000. Okay, dropping down. Any crystals or anything to break open? Yeah, we do. We do in fact have it. Hey, Ungame Lion. Cinder used Shadow Breath in the beginning of the final... In New Beginning final boss. Ooh, okay, interesting. You know what? That's a good callback to New Beginning. Because I feel like a lot of, like, the game I feel like we're going to talk about is largely not going to do much with a New Beginning. I feel like we're so far removed from the story of that game that we're probably going to be, I think, focusing more on the events of what's happening here.
Close to the surface.
I like this.
It's best we remain.
Hopefully you have a good time watching me play it.
Man, I get the message. Sheesh.
Alright, so what are we doing here?
The horn. It must be part of some sort of locking mechanism.
Honestly,
You don't say.
why not just a lock and key like normal folks?
Look around. There must be something we can use to lower it.
So I assume he's talking about that thing on the back right, but I'm just gonna have a look around to see if I can find other junk. Like upgrade crystals and stuff like this. Where I can get some more like breath gems and whatever. Oh, also we have a mechanism. Of course we do. We usually do. Yeah, well. I keep pressing circle to grab instead of square to attack. For now, it's nice that the writer of Eternal Night returned to write the story. It's too bad that like Eternal Night and New Beginning were made at the same time, because that doesn't really make as much sense when you really think about it in the grand scheme of things. But maybe that's just me being, thinking that way. I've been watching the Lion Guard show on Disney Plus all day. Dang, how many episodes are there of the Lion Guard that you were able to watch it all day? Well, I mean, I guess, assuming that like an episode is like 25 minutes, you could probably get away with watching over 48 episodes of the show. Unless you're repeatedly rewatching, in which case, then you're probably just killing time at that point. Alright, let's try this again. Grab these as well. After you beat the section, you can return to it anytime in the chapter select. Yeah, I saw the chapter select and I was like, ooh, that's new. I like that. So I assume that this is like the first chapter basically done. I'll make a video of Resident Evil 2 and 3 for my channel. Ooh, nice. Because you've already done Resident Evil 5, so I don't know why you wouldn't do 2, 3, and hopefully 9 as well at some point in the future. Press... Wait, hold on. So, change the cinder, wind, and blue.
Hurry up and open the door! Open!
Okay, now we're actually, like, making use of our other characters as well. Like Cinder, for example. So, it doesn't seem like she's just there for, like, making the game seem slightly different. She's actually making a tangible difference here. I want to ask everyone out here, how many of you guys are fans of the Sonic franchise? Like, any Sonic fans in the chat at the moment? Make yourselves be known a little bit. Because I'm thinking of playing some Sonic games as well as part of some of these streams. When you replay the section again, there are no save points, but you can exit the level anytime in the game saves the progress for you after obtaining things. So I assume like fighting those optional super enemies would also count as well in some ways.
We're off to Warfang, the Dragon City, where Ignitus will be expecting us.
Wait, so Ignitus is still alive? Alongside Volty and some of the other Elder Dragons? Huh. Well, I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but yeah, I guess. The catacombs, half an hour in. Oh, sweet. Yep. Oh, okay, sweet. So that does make sense. Well, it is what it is. Escape catacombs objective complete. So what's the next objective in the list? Okay, no, we're just flying through here. Is it plane controls? Like, I'm not going up and down or anything. Okay, now I am going up and down. Left and right. I like they introduced classic Spyro characters in this game, similar to like alternate Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts. In some ways, yeah. I'm only a Lion King fan, no Sonic for me. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, was I supposed to turn around? I guess we're falling? We're going down slowly, I guess? Yeah. Reach the enchanted forest, okay. If you press X repeatedly while firing, you can boost the speed of it. Ah, okay, okay. I probably should have done that. I did do that a little bit, but very slowly, I would say. Save point, yep. Cool. Before I activate the save point, I want to grab this. Do you see the art style better in this compared to the previous art style? I do think the art style here is better, because now I actually get to have a better look at Spyro. Initially I was like, oh, what happened to his face? But now I'm kind of like, okay, I get it. Like, I can see it now. There is more detail, and that's kind of the point. And honestly, the locations look a lot nicer as well. Because the thing is that all of the locations felt like a bunch of sludge put together. This time around, though, I can at least identify that we're in a forest. Let's give this a quick old save. Do I need to glide over the river? Probably. Let me just or rather fly over the river. Red, green, red. Yeah, I mean, my health and breath is maxed out at the moment, so I think we're good there. Oh, more enemies. Let's get him. Let's get him. I'm uploading Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Part 4 on my channel today. Ooh, nice. This was, I know we were talking about this before, because I think you were doing Modern Warfare 2 before. But is this the 2022 version, or is this the 2009 version? Or is it a remaster of the 2009 version? The remake. Oh, okay, so 2022 version. Gotcha. I wouldn't necessarily call it a remake just because it's not the same game. It's still a very different game altogether. But I remember when I played through that, it was I can't say that it was particularly good, since my favorite Call of Duty of all time is the original Call of Duty. So I think I'm very much sort of out of my wheelhouse to say much about it. I don't know, there's something about this place. It just feels nice to walk through. Like, am I the only one who's, like, sitting here thinking to myself it's fun? Which of the 4 seasons of Demon Slayer do you think was the worst? 1 to 4. Definitely the 4th season. The Hashira training arc is easily the worst. The second worst would easily be the Swordsmith Village. Now, between the original season and the entertainment arc, I would say entertainment would have been the best. Season 1 is the second. So it's 2, 1, 4, 3. Or 3, 4, sorry. 2, 1, 3, 4, yes. That would be the order. Do you still have the game? Because it has co-op. Wait, hold on. Are you talking about Modern Warfare 2 part? Yeah. Do you still have the game? Yeah, no, I do have the game. I did do the co-op achievement a while ago. Yeah, the game is... and you're talking about the operations, by the way. Yeah, so the co-op is the operations in the game. And there's, I think, 4... No, there's not 4 of them. It's 3 of them in Modern Warfare 2. It's Modern Warfare 1 that had 4 of them. Because you can have up to 4 players co-op, yeah. Most people skip the Swordsmith Village season because of the bad pacing. And also the way they did the villains, actually, as well. The way they did the villains for that particular arc was also very poorly done as well.
Cover me.
So we've... This guy feels like a mini-boss compared to like the other enemies. But I do understand skipping the Swordsmith Village arc, but I feel like that is really like showing off just how bad some aspects of Demon Slayer are. Because like, for me, it's like I never skip any part of a particular series. Like, I'll always watch everything that the series has to offer. But at some point, if the if the show is not worth watching, then why skip, I guess? Or why skip if it doesn't seem like it's worth watching at that point? What the heck is this? Is this a chest? Ain't no way there's a chest here. Armor pieces? You found new armor for Spyro. Wait a second. How about the Demon Slayer films? Which of the two were better? So it's Mugen Train or Mugen Rinsha and Infinity Castle. I think Mugen Rinsha is way better. The Infinity Train movie is better than the first Infinity Castle movie, because it's unfair. Mostly because the Infinity Castle movie is a three-parter. It doesn't really have a self-contained story, whereas Mugen Rinsha or Infinity Train did feel more of it like a self-contained story. So I would say that one for sure. And plus, I find it difficult that some of the other, like the later movies, the last couple of movies are actually going to make me kind of feel a particular way as much as Mugen Rinsha did. I mean, at the moment, I'm pretty tired of, what's it called? Oh, Cinder's green magical crystal. What? Spyro's magical crystal. Wait, so that's an upgrade? Huh. I would never have thought that. It was kind of in the way of, like, where I was going anyways. But yeah, I was, like, sitting, like, so a couple of guys that I know were recommending that I watch, what's it called? Crap, what's that game called again? Not game, what was the anime called again? Jujutsu Kaisen, yes. And I don't like it. I think that Jujutsu Kaisen is actually a pretty bad game. Pretty bad show. Is this green? Yes, you also left some of the upgrades behind. Oh, okay, cool. I should probably go back and check it out. It's interesting the three-part Demon Slayer film trilogy has a different main villain, being Akaza, Kokoshibo, and Muzan. Well, the thing about it is that I would assume so. Hopefully they do a good job with each of the villains, but we'll have to wait and see. I think they did a good job with Akaza, if I'm being completely honest. I think I had a good time with that one. Also, when I died, did I lose all of my progress? I hope not. I'm just gonna keep an eye out for like any upgrades as well. Oh, R1 actually does a thing. Okay. Yep. More enemies. It's interesting the yeah, I already read that comment in mine. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the fact that like they're doing it in 3 movies. Either do it as a single series or do it as one movie. Splitting up the movies just doesn't really make it like a better like presentationally. It just doesn't work. Because the second movie is going to be the most useless of the lot. Because it doesn't have a self-contained story because you need to have watched the first movie, and by the time you get to the third movie, you oh sorry, and the second movie will always end with a cliffhanger regardless. At least that's just my thoughts. Okay, so we already went in there. I think upgrades. So apparently I left some upgrades behind. Are you excited for the upcoming Boruto Vortex anime series? Not really. I feel like I've kind of left Naruto behind a long time ago. I think that Naruto as a series continues to exist, but I don't know, man. Like Boruto just really doesn't seem that good. Looking from the outside, especially since it takes so long for it to finally get good at that point. And even then, is it still good? Who knows? Oh, upgrade. Wait, what was that? Swing chain? Well, what was that explanation before? Like, I can't really look at tutorials, so I'm just gonna have to figure it out. Also, I have a Twitch channel. Ooh, you do? I would imagine that you stream your stuff, right? Yep. I have no clue where I'm going. Where am I going? Wait. There we go. You should check out the new arc of Bleach being split into 4 parts, 2022 to 2026. Yeah, I know the Bleach Blood War arc, yeah. Or 1,000-year Blood War, I should say. Yep, I posted a picture to the name of my channel. Oh, okay. Oh. Why do I feel like I'm doing something wrong here? Because I completely missed the tutorial, but... What if I... Nope, that did not work either. Hold on. What if I just try to fly? Not really working. Okay. You can wall run by holding circle? Wait. Hold on. Wait. By holding circle. Nope, I just completely dropped off. Hold on, give me a second. Do you think Shisomaru is a good villain for Inuyasha? I mean, I guess so. I personally haven't seen Inuyasha though, that's the thing. So I can't really speak too much to that. Well. Wait, so do I press circle and then hold it, or? Wall running. Hold on, wait, let me try this. Nope, that didn't work either. Whoop. Or hold X. Wait, let me try this. That. You have to switch to Cinder to catch the other vine. Oh, okay, wait. Got it. That's kind of dumb, but sure. Spyro only needs 4? Huh. Oh, actually, I should probably stop flying and just use myself as like a... slingshot, basically. And then switch, and she's flying instead of swinging. What I'll do is I'll try and switch to Spyro here and then drop off. There we go, and then catch. There we go. Oh, close. It's nice they made it easier to get health and magic upgrades this time. It really does, because it feels like the upgrades actually do feel kind of more meaningful now. Oh, almost. Hold on, let me try that again. There we go. Made it. Oh. Yoink, and then... Now, before we go to the Enchanted Forest, it's probably best to grab this. Cool. Yeah, so I was supposed to hold X to let go of like my ability to fly,
I have found them.
and then I was able to swing myself around like a basically like a pendulum.
Try twisting it.
Twist what? It's magic.
I can watch this all day.
The Dark Master. He's returned, hasn't he?
I am afraid so. Just shortly after your disappearance, he struck quickly, fueled by...
I heard Astral Chain got inspiration from this game.
reclaiming the throne at
I mean, I get the idea of like having two characters chained together to some extent, because Astral Chain has a very similar idea coming from it. So I guess that's not really, you know, the most unheard of thing. You could also make comparisons to stuff like Enslaved Odyssey to the West was another one that I was
All
thinking of.
counting on me and I failed. How
Where the
could I
main
let this
character,
happen?
Some things are beyond
isn't
our
it?
control.
Is Monkey actually chained to Tripitaka, or is it the other way around? I can't remember.
You are
But
lucky
that's like
to
a game from the
find
PS3 era as
all
well,
of you.
mind you. So
That
yeah.
was no ordinary creature back there. It was an ancient earth golem from the deep. They are the embodiment of destruction summoned by Malefor himself. These are
Oh,
dark.
so we have name. We have name. We have Malefor here.
I have to stop him.
Whoa, 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 slow down, tough guy. You don't need
This is
to
like
go
the
out
first
picking
mention of
fights.
Malefor in the
I
entire
mean,
game
you
thus
just
far.
woke up after being frozen for 3 years. Got stuff to do. What the? Is she sleepy? Hey!
Okay, we've got cutscene here, and we're now back to being captured again. This game is made by EL, who worked on Astro and Obelisk games. Don't you mean Asterisk and Obelisk or whatever it was? Yeah.
Dragons. Bah. Do you have such little respect for our laws that you form an alliance with the very ones who caused all our misfortunes?
Chief Prowless. Malefor, he alone is the one responsible. This dragon is our last hope. You must see that.
Yes, yes, the purple dragon. I know this story, but unlike you, I have not forgotten what they say Malefor was like when he was young, and I have not forgotten either what she has done. I relied on you, Hunter, as I must rely on all of us in this village to protect it. But you chose to abandon
Okay,
us.
so there's a village of these
Bring the
guys, but
dangers
outside
the
of that,
outside world with you when you returned.
The dangers are already around us. Don't pretend to ignore them.
Hey, can't you guys just stop arguing? It's getting awkward for everybody.
Rublin! In the valley! Repair your weapons!
okay, more of these guys are back. Though we've been fighting them so far throughout the game, so hey, you know, it is what it is.
Now see what you've done?
Let us go. We can help.
Our warriors can handle this.
I'm like, that's probably the type of
Now
thing
is
you
not
don't
the
want them
time
to say.
be stubborn.
Hey, a lot of weird stuff happens when they get upset. I'd listen to them if I were you.
And then just lets them out. Well, in saying that, funny enough, having a save point right here, they made this game slightly easier compared to Eternal Night. I would say Eternal Night wasn't necessarily hard. It was just more frustrating with how much more combat oriented the game was. But if you're going to make a game combat oriented, at least make it, you know, better to play through. And have, like, you know, upgrades be in the right places. The bosses, the way they were handled, weren't great either, I would say. Again, like, this very much feels like I'm playing a game from a very different series, if that makes sense, compared to, like, Eternal Night and Legend of Spyro. Oh my god, there's so many of these guys. Oh yeah, air combos. I totally forgot about doing air combos. Alright, let's go. I think this game could actually be a lot of fun playing it in co-op. Well, hold on. I just need to have a quick look at the controls real quick here, but, oh, crap, wait, hold on. What happens if I hit select? And upgrades, wait. Level bonus. Game stats. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, so it actually shows me where I'm at. And Valley of Avalar has a bunch of stuff in it. Okay. It makes me wonder if the planned Legends Spyro 4 to 7 was supposed to change the art style again if made. I would imagine so, given that, yes, you're still carrying on a franchise and a series, but normally people think of series in threes, like in trilogy, so to speak. So say if you were to end this game right here because it was made after both A New Beginning and Eternal Night, it's probably fair to assume that they probably would have done something similar with 4 and 5 being made at the same time as 4 and 5 being made at the same time, and then 6 after the fact, potentially. I'm just like, again, extrapolating from how things had already gone by. All right, so I think we've taken out.
Dragons! Yes, we are saved! Woo!
The,
Because of the dragons, we are all gonna die!
yeah, what are those things actually? Huh. From a distance, if you squint real hard, I guess they can look like dragons, but I have no clue what the heck those things are. Just when I thought, like, you know, oh, the village is saved, yay. These things come in and start attacking. What the heck? Wait, here's another one? The developers explained that Dawn of the Dragon post-credit screen scene was supposed to tease the Dark style game that was cancelled. Interesting. Well, I could see that happening given that there was a post-credit screen, what, for Eternal Night? Is there actually a you know, post-credit screen, like, cutscene at all or anything in this game? If, like, the game was, like, you know, Darkest Hour was cancelled and whatever? Yes, there is? Okay. So even if the game was cancelled, maybe they teased something different, or just they stuck with, like, you know, tease that they wanted to originally have. I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking things. Yes, there is, and you can even skip the credits since they have music in it. Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, I can just mute the audio capture on my OBS here.
No. Meadow is missing. He had gone upstream to search for herbs this morning and has not returned.
Someone's gone missing. We need to go save him.
Find him.
Oh, well, the character just said it anyways.
Just amount to search now.
I'll go. I'll find your missing friend. Hunter can come with us.
You are free to act as you see fit, but Hunter stays here. However, if you remain true to your word and come back with Meadow, I may reconsider. Don't bother returning before then, as you'll likely succeed only in attracting more grublins to our village.
Okay, well, you know, you could have been a little bit nicer about it. I'm just saying, you know, right? Surely I'm not the only one who's thinking that, but yeah. Moving on. Let's go somewhere. Ooh. Let's stock up on magic and breath first. Magic / breath, or whatever you want to call it, yeah. How many do I need to upgrade my fire again? It was 26,000, yeah. Oh, actually, no. Wait. 18 plus 7,000 is 26,000. Still short of a couple hundred. Those enemies in the red are called wyverns. The same enemies from Hollow Bastion and Kingdom Hearts. Fair enough. I'm not going to deny that. Whoop. I don't know why I had OBS down for a second. Alright, here we go. So I'm about 200 XP away from getting the next upgrade for fire. Or the next, Spyro upgrade for his flame ability. I feel like I'm upgrading my breaths a lot quicker now as well. Because I haven't played very long and yet. Ooh, this place feels nice. This location here reminds me a lot of Summer Forest, which is my favorite location in any Spyro game ever. I love Summer Forest. There's a reason why I absolutely love Spyro 2. You know what? I'm thinking right now, should I stream the Spyro trilogy? Because it doesn't take long to beat any of those 3 games, and I've played through all of them before. But it would be nice to revisit them. I didn't know if I wanted to do it on stream or to do it like, when I'm like, wanting to play by myself or whatever. I like these enemies. They remind me of Heartless more compared to the apes. Definitely. I hated that all we did was fight apes in the first 2 games. Not having to fight apes here is great. It really is refreshing in multiple different ways. The fact that these areas are slightly more open as well means I can just go through and just check it out. Like this cave, where is it gonna lead? I have no clue. Actually, I can't go inside. Never mind. Let's leave. Crazy stuff, Like, where was all of this when I was playing, A New Beginning? Really, like, where was all of this? God damn, do I hate those apes. Man, we were missing out. I'm just being honest. Anyway, let's go to elements real quick. The second game added the Death Hounds and Snails, which improved the variety. It did, but not by much, I would imagine. Like, for me, personally, it didn't add that much difference in that sense. Because it still was quite samey, and the monkeys were still there. Oh, I can just hold X. Never mind. What? I'm still missing 107? Well, 161, I should say. If anyone tries to math me out on this one. Though I feel like charging here would be pretty nice. I guess we'll just kind of dodge roll. Nope, dodge rolling is not as fast as moving. No, actually it's faster than moving. Never mind. Okay, so we're dodge rolling our way around here. Hold X. Okay, I'm holding it. I don't feel like I'm moving that much faster though. Oh, what's this? When looking back now, which game would you go back to more? A New Beginning or Eternal Night? I would say, weirdly enough, A New Beginning is probably the one I would go back to the most. And the only reason why is because I love the earth forest and stuff. And it's a shorter game as well, like... Yeah, if I were to go back to either one of them, I would say, yeah, it would have to be A New Beginning. I am getting hit a lot and not hitting things a lot. Man, these wyverns are moving around a lot. Oh, what the heck? Nope, not getting hit either. Let's get some health before I, you know, die. Elements. So I need 70,000 to increase my flame even more. What the heck? Okay, that's a lot. I think if they made Darkest Hour, I think there would still be that there are things people might complain about, so they might continue to improve the 5th Legend of Spyro. I would hope so. Also, I forgot to do a live stream for Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, I was like thinking, didn't you say you were going to do that, like playing through the game a second time, going for the 100%? Probably not ideal to forget, because I was either going to be like catch it live or watch a VOD afterwards. And to be completely fair, I kind of forgot myself as well, so you know what? We all generally tend to forget things, so it is what it is. Alright, I'm not sure what that was supposed to achieve, but we did something. Yeah, because I was busy. That's fair enough. We always get busy, man. Oh, maybe it's supposed to get this is supposed to help me down the river, I guess. Alright, so what are we doing? This is considered your hub world in the game. Okay, this is actually nice. See, like, Spyro games need a hub world, you know what I mean? Alright, so we're just kind of making our way through, beating up enemies and stuff like that. So tomorrow I will stream the game live at 7:30. I'm going to check out what the timing is for me, because I don't know if that's going to be in... Because if it's morning for you, it's probably going to be like middle of the night for me. I'll check out the timing on that. I think in New Beginning, the Dragon Temple could have been a hub world if you could return to it anytime. That would have been very nice. I would have absolutely loved that if we could. And if we ever wanted to like return to like, you know, the Dragon Temple and redo some of the tutorial stuff, like that would have been cool as well. PM. Okay, 7:30 PM for you would be middle of the day for me, I guess then? Hold on. Because it's nighttime for you right now. Actually, no, it'll be around this time, isn't it? Yeah, middle of the day-ish. Because for me, it's like 3:30 PM right now. Well, 3:37, but yeah. Honestly, like, I think more people should try live streaming, since it's so easily available and open for people to do. But I guess getting people to watch is just all luck, I guess. Right. So I guess I'm just gonna casually keep moving around. And that would explain why there's a lot. For it be night, it will be day. Yeah, because I'll be basically like... Because for me, tomorrow is Sunday. So basically, when you're streaming, it'll be like middle of the day Sunday. But for you, it'll be Saturday night, most likely. I always wish that the Demon Slayer could have played like Legend of Spyro instead of being built on from fighting games. Ah, you're talking about the Demon Slayer games, right? Fair enough. There's also a Demon Slayer game called something the board. Basically, it's kind of like a board game almost. Sweep the board, that's what it's called, yeah. I haven't played it yet, but I'm gonna give it a shot. It's an interesting, from a conceptual standpoint, it seems interesting as an idea. But yeah, being ahead of like America and stuff in terms of time frame, time zone rather, of like 12, 13, if not sometimes 14, 15 hours is crazy to think about. Oh, we found a save point. So I assume this is where I'm supposed to be. Probably. Let's save the game. Yep. We need more hub worlds in games. That's why I say. I think you need to go through the waterfall to continue the story. The waterfall? Like backwards to the beginning? Let's actually go back to, yeah, the waterfall cave or whatever. Because I tried to go inside of the cave and that's like, I don't know, it didn't let me pass through for some reason. Yeah, follow the stream. Okay, yeah, yeah. Oh, XP, the gems or whatever you want to call them. Just gonna grab these real quick on the way back, because why the hell not, you know? I regret nothing, etc, etc. Oh, there's one up there as well. Ah, there's one there. Attack, attack, attack. Attack, attack, attack. Nailed it. Alright. Ah, whoops. Wait, what the heck? Ah. We have grass, so I can climb up here. Hold on, wait. I'm already kind of just like exploring the place, which I think is like a lot more of what Spyro, the Legend of Spyro should have been. We should have gotten more exploration like this. Ah, and I also forgot to hit circle again. Whoop, jump, circle. Jump, circle. And I just gotta move my way around here, just rejig a bit. To the right. Circle. And then... crap. Circle, and then jump up, circle, jump up, circle. But like I said, this place reminds me too much of Summer Forest, which I absolutely loved, and is my favorite Spyro area, basically in the entire Spyro franchise. How do you feel about Arma being in Legend of Spyro for the first time, like Kingdom Hearts said to it? I don't know how to feel about that, to be completely honest. It's a cool idea. I feel like it's going to be more breath, more attack, or more health, depending on like which one you have equipped on, I guess. So I guess there is some variation in the actual gameplay itself, which I, if nothing else, appreciate. You know, there's that element to it. Oh, no. And then swap back to... Yeah, close. You know what? I'll just go with that. Oh, I can... yeah, so he's now on the ceiling. Nice. I like that. Yeah, no, I like the addition of that. It adds a little bit of variation. And you know what? It adds to my God of War comparison again. Because God of War 2018 added armor as well. How am I gonna open this up? Oh, there's a one right there. What? Do you only like playing as Spyro? Why not Cinder if she's required for puzzles? I don't mind playing as Cinder. I just haven't figured out what puzzles to use as her. Like swinging her around, for example, is one thing. I'm just more used to playing as Spyro, if that makes sense. Speaking of which, I do want to make use of her wind ability as well, but the reason why I'm focusing on Spyro first is because I want to max out his fire and unlock whatever it is on the menu. Because I was like, ooh, that looks cool. I want to try and see if I can unlock that thing. Basically. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, it won't be enough to max it out, to level it up, but it should be close enough. What do I do here? That's a good question. Maybe I'll figure it out later on and come back to it. Also, there's some more XP there. Because, yeah, once I've, like, maxed out Spyro's Flame, I'm just going to be focusing on Cinder's Poison after that. From an upgrade perspective. And then Cinder's Wind after that, because of Spyro's recommendation that, oh, Cinder's Wind is actually... Wind Breath is actually really good. Wait, where does this lead? I'm already like, man, I want to like just find like a way to get everywhere. And I don't even know where the heck half of these places even lead. Is there a collectible? Is there a boss? Is there a chest? What's going on, you know? Oh, you know what? I should play Jak and Daxter on stream. Do you think Mind of a Mutant can handle backtracking better than Twinsanity? I mean, I haven't played enough Twinsanity to make backtracking feel like it's worth a damn, but I mean, I think we all know how I feel about Twinsanity. But Mind of a Mutant does do an alright job. The backtracking is still a little bit annoying, all things considered. Hey Lana, glad to see you. Or cozy Lana, I guess. Right, more upgrades. Let's go. Why did it swap to Spyro? Oh, did I accidentally hit L2? In saying that, didn't see that XP gems here. For whatever reason. I like totally missed it when I left this village. Go through waterfall. Got it. Heading for the waterfall. I'm just like getting distracted and being like, oh, I want to go here. Ooh, I want to go here. Ooh, I want to go there. Ooh, I want to collect this. Ooh, I want to do that. Like, that's a good sign of like a good game. I guess we'll go through the tunnel first before I go up the green, whatchamacallit. Hey Zoe, how are you doing? Let's see, what are we doing here? So, we need to find Meadow in this cave? There he is.
It's a
Another one of these guys. Okay, let's try out the wind breath. Okay, I see. So basically the wind breath kind of like causes the enemy to stumble a little, making it easier to hit him a bit. No wonder why wind is considered OP. And if I max out like the magic, it's gonna be so much better. Why did you think Demon Slayer Season 2 was better than the first season? Why? Because, well, Season 2 we've already got the characters established. Season 1's biggest problems are establishing the characters, that being the first thing. And the second thing is that we're getting used to the world, we have to learn things, so you can't go like as ham with the story. The villains, the upper 5th and upper 6th were actually better in my, like, well presented in my opinion. The no, I forgot the Hashira that helps you out. The ninja dude with the 3 wives. I thought that he was a great character and also he provided decent follow-up to the movie, Mugen Rensha, because mind you, prior to Season 2 happening, we do have a movie event that is basically a sequel, that it is a sequel to. I would say the Infinity Train arc is the best. Then Season 2, because it provides good follow-up. Season 1 just kind of falls into the category of it needs to introduce us to the characters, the world, and explain a few things. So there's that element to it as well. Whereas Season 3 and 4 does all of those things worse. Not introducing, but like trying to carry the momentum forward that the first movie and Season 2 managed to do so much better than Seasons 3 and 4. Yeah, the wind breath is so much better. What the heck is this? Like, this is genuinely overpowered. Got him. It really is just genuinely overpowered. I hope the final 2 Demon Slayer movies does better than Season 3 and 4 of Demon Slayer. I really hope so as well. And I'm sure they will be. I think it's really unlikely that it's going to be as bad, realistically speaking.
Thank you, friends. You saved my life.
Finally, some gratitude. You're welcome.
Kayla World TTV. Thanks for joining.
Not all of us are of the same mind.
Well, that's putting it mildly, isn't it?
Can you move?
In a way, that is putting it mildly. Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm afraid my leg is broken. Just go back to the village and tell them where I am.
Your leader doesn't trust us. If we return without you, he'll likely assume the worst.
Yeah, and blame us for it.
Oh, the fool. I understand. There is a raft at the far end of the valley. If you could bring it here, perhaps I could pull myself onto it.
Okay, we'll do it.
To launch it, you'll need
Oh, so I have to
to
get
a
the
supply
thing,
cave,
right.
but it's locked.
Oh, that figures.
There is a hermit who lives beneath the waterfall at the other end of the valley. He has a key, but the cave is hidden. Look for the markings on the wall to open the path.
Oh,
Look for the markings on the wall to open a path. Okay.
Raft, cave, Avama, Got it. Yes. We'll come back for you. I promise.
Alright, let's go. I'll probably be streaming for at most another 10 or so minutes. And then we'll be finishing up after that. Also, is that a chest? Do we have another piece of armor? This one for Cinder, hopefully? Yes, we have armor for Cinder, finally. Alright, what are we doing here? Right, so let's leave the cave and make our way down. But before I do, let's equip Cinder with wounds attacking enemies. Okay, interesting. I think you now have to go to another waterfall area and press the hidden button on the wall. Another waterfall area, hidden button behind the wall. Got it. Makes sense, makes sense. Alright. The one thing I did want to do, and I know I'm getting distracted a lot, is to climb up this greenery and see where it leads. I'm just curious, that's all. Do you remember Mendo? Mendo. No, I don't believe so. In what context? Oh, there's another chest. Armor for Cinder? Or is this for Spyro? It's nice they made most of the... Oh, it's for Cinder, okay. It's nice they made most of the high level... They made most level have more freedom compared to Eternal Night. No, there's way more freedom of movement here. 100% there is. Are you kidding me? That being said, let's break open this XP crystal and get some gems out of it. But yeah, so what is this armor that I got for Cinder anyways? Braces. Regenerating mana. Ooh, that's cool. The person who did your overlay. Ah, wait, like... I do remember, yeah? Wait, did they go by the name Mendo? I didn't even remember what name they went through over. But anyway, yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't really get anything out of it because, like, I couldn't download the actual, what's it called? The actual file itself, so... In the end, it didn't amount to much, unfortunately. I guess I have to continue the story before being able to continue on this way. Fair enough. Alright, let's make our way further on to where the next part of the... I'm her friend? Oh. Okay. I guess, not sure what to make of that, but sure. Anyway, let's keep moving on to the next waterfall, which I think might be that one over there. If not, I'm sure there's others. She lost her previous account. That's unfortunate. I mean, I hope that she gets it back. Never a nice thing to lose your account. For any particular reason, really. Well, I mean, I guess sometimes it's justifiable if you're breaking TOS and things like that. But beyond that, usually it's not ideal. Whether it's forgetting passwords or whatever have you. I think this game did not make Legend of Spyro. It was Eternal Night that gave people interest in the series. I suppose so. I mean, you're not wrong about that. I feel like Eternal Night definitely existed to give people a lot of reasons. She told me to contact you? Well, I don't know if there's much or anything that I can do, to be honest. Ooh, right. Okay, maybe I can fly from here. Oh, no. Wait, what? I'm not even flying, I'm just gliding. But anyway. I wish the gliding had better control. Also, is there something up there? Nope, nothing. Because I was not interested with the New Beginning when it first released until the second game came out. Ooh, okay, interesting. Because, like, for me, I jumped into a New Beginning. But the only reason I even played a New Beginning was because, oh, it had Spyro in it. which is why I was like, oh, sweet. Like, you know, I love playing Spyro games. Like, why the hell not, right? Though I ended up getting something very different that I didn't quite expect, is what I would probably say. But not yucking anyone's yums. I did have a good time with it at least. Even if I have a lot of negative things to say, I'm just saying. Save. When you are flying, hold X to land. Yeah, that's what I was meant to do. I was trying to fly more, but I don't know, for some reason I wasn't. So I need a key to get this boat, but I can't get the boat until I get the key first. But I need to go behind a but I need to get to a waterfall. Is that the one I'm thinking of? This one here? Yeah, it's on the bottom left here. You go to the other waterfall in the middle area. Yeah, yeah. I was like, yeah, I can see like a gap behind here. Also, there's crystals here as well. So let me just get the XP from. It's not letting me go up, is it? Oh well, anyway, I'll grab it later. Open the passageway. Sparks is pointing, yeah. So just basically follow Sparks. Usually he's got a good nose. Alright, let's go find the hermit that's in this area. Where is this gonna lead us to? Now that's the question I'm wondering. Like, is this poor fella just like hiding in the cave? Well, who knows for what reason, to be fair. This is the same music track from New Beginning. Really? Oh, okay, so I ended up completely making like an entire sort of wrap around here. Linking jumps. Press X repeatedly to jump from one climbing zone to the next. Yeah, I think we've already been doing that quite a bit, to be fair. Also, I forgot to press circle, so that was my bad. Spyro the Dragon. Oh yeah, thanks for following, man. But I'll be able to keep an eye out on your what's it called now? Your Twitch, now that I know what it is. Ah, I forgot to press circle again. Jump, and then we'll run. Close. Hey, Francesco. Francesco? Wait, hold on. Did I pronounce that right? Francisco. Francisco, I guess. How are you doing? Okay, I think we've broken something open, and that's led to more plantation coming out from the wall. I mean, sure. I'll take what I can get. I'm doing okay. No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Oh, as long as you're not doing bad, you're doing all right enough, I would say. Ah, I know I need to go to the right. I just don't know why I wasn't going to the right. There we are. Perfect. Cool. Drop down and boom, going backwards. What I'll do is when I hit the next save point, I'll probably end the stream there. Unfortunately, Francisco, you kind of joined a little bit late. Well, I found your Twitch channel. That's fair enough. I go by the same name on both Twitch and YouTube, so there is that. I don't think you happen to have a Kick account, would you? Wait, are these all ghosts? Wait. Is the only way to hit them using your breath? That's the feeling I'm getting at least. No, I don't. Nah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Because it gave me like a delayed message saying Spyro the Dragon 1323 join. Sorry, 1232 joined, and I was like, oh sweet. I am being an absolute menace with the wind right now. Get on my level, you ghost skeleton things, you. Ooh boy, still though. It takes quite a bit to get through these fights, like, even though we don't see any health bars, they still take a few hits to, you know, take out. So it makes it difficult to know who to focus on if we wanted to, like, you know, take out specifically, like, enemies that have lower health than others. Just so we could at least thin out the numbers a little bit. Actually, come to think of it, do I have enough to level up Cinder? Yes, the Venom can be leveled up. Sweet. Cool. So all breaths go up to level 3, it looks like. From playing this game so far, do you like it more or less than the previous two? I like it more. I definitely like it more. The freedom of movement for having a hub world is so much better. The game doesn't feel as boring because all you're doing is playing through both the first two games just as Spyro. Having Cinder around is actually kind of nice. She has newer, unique abilities that help make things better. Sparks is being
You must be mistaken.
Sparks is voiced by someone different. The hub world itself reminds me of Summer Forest, which is my favorite hub world in the entire Spyro series. There's so much stuff to say good things about that I'm honestly kind of, you know, really happy about it. Did you use Spyro Comet Dash from Eternal Night yet with the L2 ability button? I did use it by accident, for sure.
Cinder, the terror of the skies, the dark master's puppet.
I was, but I'm not anymore. I'm not proud of the things I've done.
Oh, is it that simple to turn your back on Malifaux?
You don't have to listen to him.
I guess, and also like story-wise, constantly doubting Cinder's ability to kind of, you know, show that she's moved on from Malifaux's, like, brainwashing almost from the dark side is also another separate thing altogether that, like, adds a few more layers that I feel like Eternal Night could have used, but didn't really, you know, take advantage of that story-related aspect with Cinder.
Cinder, let's go.
I think Cinder being more sort of like in the front row of this game is to the game's benefit, not to its detriment.
Cinder, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'll be fine.
Well, I am not. Was I the only one who was freaked out by that guy? Jeez. Okay, at least it wasn't a complete waste of time. Ta-da!
And Sparks is more useful now as well, besides, you know, talking way too much. Find the supply cave. Got it, got it. Speaking of which, I don't know why. I was thinking of like trying to get up there, but I guess that's not really a place to go. Right, where we heading from here? Huh. Yep. It would be interesting how this game would have been if Cinder died during the events of A New Beginning. How would it change? Honestly, I think the game would be worse off for it. I really do think that Cinder actually does make the game a lot better. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to head to a save point, and we're basically, I think, just going to end it there for now. And I know just the place where there's a save point nearby. Again, this hub world is just great. Honestly, like, this edition alone already makes it way better than both New Beginning and The Eternal Night. If I were to compare the three, this one is just easily the best. Purely, this alone makes it better, but there's just so much more to it. From story, gameplay, and also mechanics. Having a new dragon to play as altogether like Cinder, just, yeah. It really just adds, I think. And the co-op element was much appreciated. It's not ham-fisted in or anything. It makes sense from a story perspective as well. I think only this game might have co-op, and The Darkest Hour will return to single player like the first two. That's a, you know, that's a little disappointing, unfortunately. But hey, what can you do, you know? Hold on. Do I want to do any upgrades before I finish streaming for the day? I think. Hold on. Let me just check. How much does everyone have? 26,000 for Spyro and 25k for Cinder. No, I think we're good. But yeah. Good night, everyone. I'll catch you guys later in the next stream next week. So I'll catch you guys then.